All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for all the new subscribers. My goodness, I'm just so tickled. I thank Meredith for putting me on her video, which I told her she didn't have to. I'd love to just had helped her without none of that, but she insisted, and so I thank you all, you guys. And it dawned on me when I thought about it. I said, well, gosh, you know, the channel grew by 1,800, 2,000 subscribers overnight. So there's half the folks watching me to have no idea about me. So just for you guys, I'm Joey, and my wife's Tasha, and my oldest son Will, which is the cameraman, by the way, today. There's Will, and there's Sam, and Ellie went somewhere.
Went to the shed.
Well, so Ellie went somewhere, and there's Ellie. So between all of us, that's JT West. And my channel is, just, I never meant for it to be, hey, this is 140 channel. This, we're going to show you how to use a 140. It just so happens that some of my hobbies, which is gardening and canning and cooking and stuff like that, which I haven't really showed any cooking videos, but it involves using this tractor, which it's, a wonderful tractor, and you guys will see plenty about it through the videos. But so that's us, and I have a full-time job. I work off public, and I wire up fire alarm systems in big 3-story apartments. That's the fire alarm that you see outside the building. So I do that all week, and if I had my rathers, I would love to be a cattle farmer or something like that, or raise grain for a living. When I was coming up, we raised tobacco for a living, and that's where I got all my 140 experience in setting up cultivators and stuff like that and using the tractor. But that's what we did. And plus, I would help a lot of folks, neighbors that had big tractors and raised a lot of acreage of tobacco, and I would run equipment for them, cut land in the spring, cut stalks out, cultivate tobacco sometimes, and I even got to drive a combine a few times and cut some grain. But today I needed to do a little maintenance on this chisel plow. I put these chisels on it this past fall, and I just posted a video of me chisel plowing with it, and it did good. It did fine, but they're just a little too wide for me, and so I'm gonna put the narrow ones back on. And so we got to get that ready, because this is Saturday, April the 2nd. So hopefully by Monday I can chisel plow that spot one more time and then get through with the disc, because I gotta. If you follow me through the planting season and stuff, you'll see the method behind my madness here. I want to get it all disked up good, and I want to get it, it's live video, guys. Daddy just pulled back in. Get it disked up, and I'll make it up in rolls, and you'll see why I do that, and it won't get planted in rolls, but it all makes sense as the videos come along. But let me get this started up and get this raised up in the air, and everybody ought to like this as a cold start. Not too bad for a 76 model. So we'll get started on changing these points out, and I'll change a couple out on camera here and just show you. It's not too bad. Well, first of all, get the right socket. Sammy, get me the next one up, which is a 5/8. It's in the shed in there. So we'll change these out and put these narrow ones on here, and I think that'll help it go in the ground a little bit deeper. Got some garlic out here I'll show you in a little bit, guys. I think you'll like it pretty good. One of my subscribers sent them to me, and we planted them last fall sometime, maybe December, November, somewhere in there. And they're doing really good. I have never planted garlic in my life, and so we're going to get some of that there. Thank you, Sammy. Man, do me a favor. All right, guys, we just did the smart thing. You got the whole socket set. Got a couple of, I'll just tell you a story here. I got a couple of adjustable wrenches in my hand here. Like this one just says made in the USA. And this one says Kipper Tool USA. And by the way, these are standard adjustable wrenches. They're not metric. But the story behind it is it's kind of sad in a way. I got somebody I know that somebody they know is in the National Guard, and basically I think the story goes like they told the unit to make sure the trucks had everything that they're supposed to have on it, and when they're done doing that, anything left over just throw in the trash. And the guy that obviously was going to throw it in the trash, being a country boy, said, man, I mean, we can't throw stuff like this away. It's just pitiful that our government wastes so much stuff. I mean, they were throwing these away. So anyway, that's how we came up with them. I noticed a bolt here loose. A little bit about this toolbar. So this is an international toolbar, and they came several different ways. I mean, I've seen this collar here made into the toolbar. I've seen them where they had furrow plows on them, where it'd be a plow right behind that wheel and a plow right behind that wheel, and basically it would make a furrow, it would make a roll. And I come across this, and it was just sitting in somebody's front yard that had a for sale sign on it about 8 years ago. Obviously I painted it up, but you don't, they're pretty rare. I had a few questions about them, and they're pretty rare. It's kind of hard to find them. I actually have another one that's a shorter one than this that I have it's technically a furrow plow mounted on, but it's actually, I call it my potato plow. So we'll tighten that up and get to what I was showing you guys here. So you just back these things off. And man, technology has really, I remember when I was young, before we had these little impacts and things like that, I mean, you would just about have to, honestly, you'd have to have a hacksaw to get these old things off. And I mean, you'd beat them, and it was just a mess. But thank goodness technology on that. But yeah, see, this one's just a little wide for me. I just wanted one. These seem like they went in the ground a whole lot better, and just seem like they did a lot better job. And you can see they're probably a good 1/4 inch on both sides. So, you know, this would be a good spare set if I need them. But we'll change it out to these, and as you can see, it's not that hard to do. I mean, I say it's not that hard, and then I can't get it in there. That hole's probably got a burr on it or something. We'll draw it up with the impact in a minute. So back to my plan. My plan was to get everything cut, get it in a bed, and when I get a bed as a row, by the way, when I get everything ready to plant, I can knock it back down with a scrape blade that I have made for this tractor. The scrape blade will run right in front of the tractor on the belly, and it'll knock it down to really what I want it to. I mean, I can knock it down completely flat, or I can knock it down this tall, and it'll give that planter somewhere good to go and plant. So that'll work out good. This is going to be the same way, Sammy. Will you give me my persuader right there on the seat? Yes, I know what y'all saying. That doesn't help the threads out much, but it's not too bad when you got an impact. You can hopefully re-thread it up. Sammy, go get me a pair of vice grips. Never fails when you're filming something. Nothing seems to work right or wants to go right. That's kind of how it always is, right? Everything's kind of chokes up on you, stops or what have you. It looks like this one's going to agree with us. Oh, what I meant to tell you just a minute ago was one of the biggest reasons I started my channel. I do enjoy my hobbies of farming and doing stuff like that, but I was at church one night and there was a missionary from West Africa. And of course, any of you guys seen missionaries at church, they'll tell you what they do and the things going on. And I remember thinking, golly, you know, if I wish I just had the extra money to just give him this, just to, you know, he could build a church and get what he needs done. And that's kind of how this YouTube come up. I said, well, I could start a YouTube channel and whatever I make off of it, I could give half of it to him. And that's what I've done. And I don't say that in a braggadocious way. I only say it because I just want my subscribers to know, you know, what you know, not only supporting me, but they're supporting him. And that's the only reason why I tell that. But, and that's just, and most anybody that's been subscribed to me know that already, but just letting you know what we do. So as you can see, guys, we got 3 of them here changed, and we'll address that one here in a minute. I'll either hold it with a pair of vice grips or we'll put another bolt in it, but out of the way, we'll get it on there. So let me get these on and I'll come back to you in a minute. All right, so we got them changed out, and that went pretty easy. We got to grease the wheel up and it'll be ready for Monday. All right, Sammy, put that grease fitting, where's it at?
Here.
There you go. Can you put it on there?
Yeah. Oh, it's on
there. Okay. So this thing here is a new one,
yeah.
And you have to kind of work it hard to get it off. There it is. Okay. I get it.
Oh, that'd be good.
So, tell you what, guys, walk out here with me and we'll show you these garlic plants. This is Ellie's project right here. He's got a truck, but he decided that he needed a broken truck. So something for us to work on, get going. Here's the trailer we worked on last week. I'm gonna put green beans in here, and hopefully we're gonna figure out a way to keep the deer out of them this year. Now, this is what I'm talking about, a bed. I made these rolls up last fall, and I made them up just for the simple reason that it would dry out quicker if it's wet and rainy. If you got them in rolls, they just seem to dry out quicker. It's always been like it. I don't know the scientific reason why, but they do. But this is almost, since I'm planting green beans in here, I'm not in a hurry to get the land worked up. So here's the roll of garlic. And I need to run through with the cultivators, and you can see, I mean, they're coming on quite nicely. I mean, it's just amazing how this thing can sit out here in the dead cold of winter and just jump out here with all kinds of life in the spring. And it's a whole roll of it, goes all the way down through there. And it's pretty nice. I need to put the rolling cultivators back on the tractor and loosen the dirt up a little bit on the sides, maybe put a little more fertilizer to it. We planted a roll of potatoes here, but I don't see none busting the ground yet. Hopefully they'll be coming on soon. But once again, guys, thank you so much for subscribing, and you know, we'll put this video out early in the week, and by then hopefully we'll be bedding and doing a little more disking and chisel plowing and getting ready to plant some corn. So I got some silver queen we want to plant. I'm gonna plant Hastings again. I may put some Jimmy Red in here. Jimmy Red's a corn, and of course I'll tell you all about it throughout the year, and we'll do, you know, tomatoes and green beans in here. I'm not much on planting squashes and stuff. I used to plant them a lot. They kind of went more to the waste than I did eat them. So, but we'll do some of that, do some other videos. And I had an idea, tell me what y'all think. I had an idea for maybe a midweek video doing something that I don't normally show on camera, which, like, say, making biscuits, cooking. If anybody be interested in that, you know, maybe just, you know, they used to have these names like Hump Day, Wednesday, Thursday. We'll figure out a name for it. Something different Wednesday, or different video, but just something different, maybe out of the norm that I don't normally do as far as outside work with the tractor and stuff. Let me know if you're interested in that, and we'll do that. But thanks again. God bless y'all, and y'all have a wonderful week. God loves you. Thank you.